What's going on, everyone? I'm Chris. Welcome to the Ride On 2 Garage, and today we're going to install an Annitori Quickshifter Pro. Let's start that over again. So this is the brains of the operation. These must go to the full disclosure, never done this before. Welcome to the Ride On 2 Garage. Today, we try to install this thing. Roll that intro, I'm sure we can figure this out. Well, I know for starters I gotta get this off, the gas tank off, and the tail section too. All for that. So, let's do it. There's two little bolts right in here for the seat to come off. One on each side. Super simple. Missed one. Make sure you unplug the fuel pump. Now we should be good to take it out. That looks more like it. So I was clearly mistaken. It does not go to the spark source. It goes, well, it does go to the spark source. It doesn't go to the fuel source. It goes to your plug, which is this one. So you do have to take the air box off. Now, where did I put my harness? So yeah, just clips on. You just peel the one clip off of your spark plug, plug it into your harness, and then plug your harness onto the spark plug. And like I said, be careful you don't bend these pins over. If it's not going on very smoothly, you're probably bending a pin. Make sure your seals are in there too. There. Now this end you want to have easily accessible because there is a bypass that you can clip onto here. I'll show you real quick. Okay, so this end goes to your harness. But say you have a complication somewhere and your quick shifter is not working and you need to bypass it really quick, you can unplug your harness that goes to the computer and then plug this in this way, and then it bypasses your computer and then your bike will operate normally. So it is handy to put this somewhere easily accessible in case you have to do it. Now there are plugs in your frame here. I probably didn't explain that the first time around, but you have to pull these plugs in order to get to the screws that tighten down on your throttle body, tighten your airbox seal to the throttle bodies. I don't know the proper terms. I think I've told you people before, I am not a mechanic. Don't take my word for everything. Especially with this one, I've never done this before. I've not read any instructions. I'm just figuring it out as I go. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Okay, so I've chosen to come out here for the simple reason I can reach this with my fairings on, especially being a track bike. Now I gotta figure out where I want to place this. Hopefully you can see that from that angle. This moves, so we want to stay away from that. And I want to make sure I can reach that. There, so I've opted to go on this side of the bike due to the fact that there's like, when you twist your throttle, all the moving parts are on this side of the throttle body. So now the wire harness comes up this side where there's not anything moving. Then it just came out and then I just followed the main harness back. And I got it sitting right here, right behind the battery for now. I'm not sure if that's where I'm going to keep it. I have a bit of slack that I could go a bit further back. I think that is where I am going to keep it, but I'm going to find some sort of foam to wrap around it. Alright, next we got to remove this old linkage because our new linkage is going to be quite a bit shorter because our sensor is going to go in here. You have to pay attention to your threads too because one of these is reverse threads and one isn't. And I think that was backwards. There we go. So once you get them lock nuts loosened, you can just spin this right out. Okay, I'm going to tie that and run it up through here. I'm just going to make one small adjustment. I'll explain why in a second. So do this at your own discretion, but I'm going to turn this just ever. No, I want to turn. I'm going to get just a quarter turn. I'm going to tighten it back up again. And the reason being I did that, now see the wires going towards the inside. Then when I tighten it, it's going to stay on the inside. And then now my boot's not going to rub it at all, because we don't want to wear a hole in it by your boot rubbing all the time. So now everything we have to do is up inside. Okay, so this is the plug coming from our shifter. Pretty simple, it only goes into one spot. Our other one we've already plugged in. This one we've already plugged in. Remember, it goes up to the front to where we're able to put our bypass plug in. So now the only thing left to do is hook up our power. So we got a ground, got a positive, which not a lot of wire was left on there for us. What we want to do is find, that's our fuel pump. Okay, what we want to do is find a triggered wire. So in other words, a wire that comes on with the switch, so that this isn't on all the time. And then this one's pretty easy. We can just put that on the negative terminal of the battery. We got a plug right here that's not doing anything. So I'm going to see which one of these come on with a key, and then we can just cheat off of that. We take our trusty test light, hook it up to a ground. We got power there, obviously it's the battery. Okay, so I'm going to turn the key on. That's your servo for your exhaust valve. See if we got power in any of these. And we don't. There we go. So power's on, power's off. With the key on, key off. So we can go off of this white wire right here. That white wire right there we can steal. And I'll drill that out, and I'm going to feed my power wire through there, and then put a little end on it I can shove into that socket. I'm sure you people at home have a better way of doing this, but this is what I'm coming up with off the top of my head. And in my head, it makes sense. There, check that out. Then I'll feed it through my drilled hole. Hopefully that works. Beautiful. Alright, now we just have to put this wire onto our ground. That should be it. Ta-da! There, now we just put her all back together again. Alright, so there's our what is it called? Annitori? Our Annitori Quickshifter installed, ready to go. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Ride on 2 Garage. Hope you learned something, as I learned something. As honestly, I had never done that before. I'm surprised we pulled it off. Hit that like button, help me out quite a bit. If you like the content, subscribe for more. I'll be back again. But until then, remember my 3 rules. Ride safe, make sure you have fun, and keep that shiny side up. You don't want it to look like this. Peace out. Bye.